Arun Gupta's here. You know him from The Independent and Grit TV. The Independent have had something, I hear, to do with this wonderful paper that's being distributed at Occupy Wall Street. It's called the Occupied Wall Street Journal. Get it? Is there a relationship, Arun? Can you come out about this now?
A lot of people really helped set this up, but it was a lot of people who we had links to through The Independent. A lot of the activists here helped guide us through the process of how to set it up, and then various people really stepped up to help promote it, like Naomi Klein, Code Pink, and Michael Moore. The Yes Men played a really key role in helping us expedite it through the campaign through Kickstarter, which has been a wild success. We were trying to raise 12,000. We're closing in on 50,000. So there wasn't any one person or anyone, but there were all these people who came together through The Independent.
You've been looking for progressive change in all the right places over the last many years. Last thing I saw you were about to set off around the country. What brought you back, or did you never go?
I haven't left yet for some personal reasons, but I am leaving in 2 days, and I'm actually going to try and be hitting occupations across the country. But I think this is a really hopeful moment. I think there are some limitations to this movement, but the thing is, its limitations are precisely why it succeeded. It was because it was unorganized, because it didn't come in with demands, because it was essentially this empty vessel through which people could channel their rage and outrage, that we've been able to create this moment of tremendous delegitimization. The economic system is delegitimized, the political system, the mainstream media, and the police have all been delegitimized, as well they should be. None of them serve our interests. They only serve the interests of the corporations and our financial overlords.
Talk a little bit about the political system, because it struck me very strongly, but I've seen it referred to less, that this explosion was timed almost precisely to the beginning of election season, which, let's face it, is a more than year-long season now. Is that just a coincidence?
I think part of it was a coincidence. Certainly, there's all sorts of historical contingencies. A lot of it has to do with the global wave of occupations and revolts, the inspiration people have drawn from everywhere from Tunisia and Egypt to Spain, Greece, and Wisconsin. So that certainly helped create this moment. And it was really the call that was put out by Adbusters Anonymous and U.S. Days of Rage that provided the initial spark. I don't think anyone could have imagined it would grow into something like this, but the anger was really out there, and people are suffering tremendously, and no one is responding to their needs. They're being told that the economy is recovering when it's not. We're really in a depression. Real unemployment is close to 20%. And then we're told that the medicine is more healthcare cuts, more education cuts, more housing cuts, less jobs, and in return, the rich, this is the Buffett rule, I did the math, the rich will give up 1 tin of caviar a year.
The groups you mentioned, Anonymous, Adbusters, and Days of Rage, what do they have in common, if anything?
I think there is a certain anarchist leaning. There is a spectacle, certainly to these groups. And I think one of the things that people have really missed is Egypt was certainly not a social media revolution. That was face-to-face organizing, on the street. Tunisia, there was also a lot of face-to-face organizing. This was a social media revolution. And people haven't even remarked on that, which I find surprising. I think one of the other things that people haven't really discussed is this happening in the shadow of September 11th. And it's a non-issue because September 11th did not change everything. In fact, it changed almost nothing.
But maybe this will. Arun Gupta, thanks so much. You can get more information and your own copy of the Occupied Wall Street Journal through our website. Thanks for watching.